Hello. This is a very different video than my usual type of content, but this topic has been massive lately and it is kind of a big deal. And I just thought I should talk about it because I'm a person who's very active in the community, and that topic is none other than Pokemon Go, right? So Pokemon Go has been around for a really long time. 2016 hype was insane. That was like the hype of my life, honestly. That was like peak of my life right there. Everything was amazing. Over the years, it's just slowly just gone down. And right now, the game is just in a very not so good place. I know that so many YouTubers right now and just so many people are talking about this topic, but I wanted to try and give a little bit of a different topic type stuff to bring up, so that it's not just like the same old stuff everyone's been saying. I want a reason for you to watch me instead of watching someone else talk about their point of views and stuff. So I have a few things right here, a list of things that I haven't really heard according to other YouTubers like Pokedaxi or Mystic7 and just all the other people who are kind of talking about this topic right now. So let's just start like this, just for everyone to get caught up real quick. Like, what is going on with the game? So we look at like the past of the game, all right? And this all has to do with Niantic, who is the company of Pokemon Go. They are the creators of the game. They operate it, all that stuff. So Niantic is just, oh my God. They're just a very frustrating company to work with. And the main reason why is because they do not listen to the community whatsoever. Okay? You look in comment sections of all their social medias, whether it's Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, I've checked them all, and every single post has complaints, the same exact complaints that have been going on for literal years, the exact same complaints, and not a single time have they been acknowledged. We've seen this type of behavior go on with game companies, right? I know I didn't talk about it, but there was a lot of stuff going on with Clash of Clans, and I'm not really too much into the Clash of Clans area for gaming, but I do know that there was a time where Clash of Clans was going really downhill and it was kind of dying. And a big part of that was that people did not listen. Like, the creators of the game, I think it's Supercell, did not listen to the community, right? A company has to realize, in order to be successful, you have to give what the people want, right? That's called business. It's business in game development and just operating a business in general. Honestly, it's not just you can say the same thing about any business, whether it's like something like retail, right? If you're a retailer, why should people shop at your store instead of someone else's store, right? Think about it. Well, let's see. My food, if I'm a supermarket, has a huge variety and I have the best prices. So obviously you want to come to my store. Okay, that's a valid reason. So translate that from a supermarket to Niantic, a gaming company. Why should I play your game and not play one of the millions of games on my app store right now? Think about it. You can give the argument, yes, it's like one of the biggest AR games out there. You get to go out and explore. It's pretty unique as a game, and yes, I give it that. It is a very unique game. But I believe that it is just in the hands of the wrong company, right? The people who are operating the game are not doing it the way that people are happy about. Therefore, everyone is just putting the game down, right? Everyone is putting the game down. I've literally played this game since 2016. I'm so involved in my community, right? I own my Niantic Campfire group. I'm the owner of the group with over 1,000 members. And I also own my local area's Discord server with about 100 people, because we were trying to get the Campfire people to the Discord because Discord's easier to operate. We always host weekly events for spotlights and raid hours, always doing stuff. I'm out all the time with a lot of my good friends that I met through my Campfire group who joined, and just people who want to play Pokemon Go with other people, right? I've met a lot of my good friends from there, and I love them all. They're all amazing. They're great people, right? The problem is that even all of us now are just starting to just feel this like demotivation, huge demotivation to play the game. Sometimes I don't even see a single message in the Discord, right? You know when you can see like the little triangle next to a server icon because there's like a message you haven't read in it? Like there's been days I haven't seen that, and there's over 100 people in there who joined because a lot of people made Discord accounts to join our Discord server. So now that that's out of the way, let's talk about let me explain a little bit of the frustration the players are having, okay? I'll give a few examples. And we'll start off with the most infamous one of all, the biggest one, the most controversial one, which kind of started the whole hashtag Hear Us Niantic, and that is the nerf to remote raid passes. Remote raid passes, I'm assuming you all know, but raids spawn around the world. You walk around to a raid, you and however many people could take down the raid boss, and then you could catch the Pokemon. Great idea. You get one free raid pass every day, and then you could buy extra ones with Pokecoins. But the premium one only, and free one only, you have to be local. Like, you have to be at that raid to do it. A remote raid pass is a raid that you could do remotely. You could do it from anywhere in the world. Friends can send you invites to it, and it is great. They added that along with a ton of other things during COVID, okay? COVID was the absolute peak of this game. The absolute peak. So many things that literally Pokemon Go like almost peaked during the pandemic. No joke. The game almost peaked. There were so many amazing features that were added so that people could play the game at home, right? It was amazing. They added the remote raid pass, which is obviously we just talked about. We also have the incense item used to spawn. I think it was a Pokemon every 30 seconds or a minute, and you don't have to walk around for it to spawn because you can't walk around out of your house. The feature of double radius, so Pokemon would spawn double radius around you, and just other things that were just so amazing. Not to forget that you were able to get one free remote raid pass once a week. The free remote raid bundle box. That has made players furious. So what is essentially the issue about the remote raid pass? Why is it so controversial? Why do people hate the game for this? For basically this one item? Well, it's not really just this one item. It's actually a lot of different things and just a continuous behavior of Niantic to do what they're doing, right? So what's been going on is that when remote raid passes were first introduced to the game, which was like 2018, maybe 2019, something, one of those years. No, sorry, it was 2020, I think. Whenever COVID was, I apologize. It was 100 Pokecoins to buy in the shop, essentially kind of like $1. 100 Pokecoins is about $1. It was amazing. Loved it. Even I was like buying Pokecoins so I can do my remote raids. Great. Love it so much. People having a great time during COVID. Great way to pass the time by because super bored at home. About a year ago, actually, I think we just passed the 1 year mark. So 2024 right now, I'm pretty sure April of 2023 was the most controversial change the game's ever made. And that is none other than the remote raid pass nerf, where instead of using unlimited remote raids a day, you're only limited to 5, right? So you can only do 5 remote raids a day. That sucks, especially as the Pokemon Go YouTubers. I used to make a lot of videos on Pokemon Go, but if you check my channel, you see I think I have like one video up there, like I deleted them all. So the 5 a day, and then also they nerfed the price from 100 coins to 195 coins for one raid pass, remote raid pass. They kept the other ones. The remote raid pass just basically doubled in price. So now you're paying about $2. So like that sucks. That's stupid. Why would you do something? Like, obviously that made people mad, and their reason was that like you're able to go out in the world and play now. Like, COVID's not really a thing. It's an understandable reason, okay? You essentially just took away a privilege that people had for many years, and many new players got into the game during that time, along with a bunch of other features they just removed during COVID. Like, there was one point they removed the double radius, they removed the stationary incense. It was just this whole issue, and that's what started the hashtag Hear Us Niantic on Twitter, which happened a while ago, and that was intense. That was intense. It became one of the biggest Twitter hashtags at the time. Like, I'm pretty sure when it came out, it was like the #1 like trending hashtag or something like that. I don't really know how Twitter works, but It was insane. Everything I just talked about, we take that and we just kind of understand this business standpoint that they're at. They went through interviews, they went through all this stuff, and every single employee that's ever been shown to the face of the public about this issue said the same thing, that seems like they're super stern. They don't want to change anything about the current state of the remote raid pass. They don't want to change it whatsoever. Once again, like I just said, you take this behavior of this business and you translate it to modern day. So what are they doing now? Like, what is going on now that's literally bringing this whole fire back with the community? The remote raid pass is still a thing. You can literally go on any Pokemon Go post on social media. You'll scroll far enough, whether it's the top one or like the 10th one down or something, it'll say, make remote raids 100 Pokecoins. It's still being asked for. Every single post on every media platform till this day. And not a single time ever have they even acknowledged it. Never replied, never made a video about it, never acknowledged it one time. Sorry, that was a little bit of a tangent. Going back to today, the modern time, why is this whole fire coming back again? Well, the reason why is because there was a recent issue that happened. I'm gonna go over it quick because we've all talked about it many times. You've heard so much about it. Recent issue that's happened with the avatars. There was an update called Rediscover Pokemon Go, and it was about rediscovering yourself. And essentially what happened was an issue that no one had. No one had an issue with the avatars, okay? The only thing people would ask for is for new avatar like clothes customizations. That's it. They decided to rework the entire avatar system. They removed genders. Now you could change like your body weight and all this stuff. It's like the idea, let me say that, the idea is not bad, but the execution is so horrible. And the reason why they made this update was because they collabed with a company or group or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's nonprofit. It's called GamerX, spelled GAYMERX, right? Essentially what the collab was to make the game more inclusive for everyone. And their way of including everyone was removing genders to make all characters like essentially unisex. So like you can't like just assume that someone is a male or a female anymore. This is probably the biggest issue, and it's honestly kind of offensive to the rest of the world, okay? The reason why I say it's offensive to the rest of the world, like, okay, think about this. You're trying to make inclusion for the LGBTQ community. That's a great thing. Go for it, whatever. No matter what your stance is, inclusion to more people is typically a great thing, okay? Everyone realizes that this update eliminated almost everyone's opinions on it, okay? They removed genders. Just think about it for a minute. It was an issue that no one had in the first place with the game. Your avatar does not change the gameplay whatsoever. So the update was meant to be focused on inclusion with the LGBTQ community. The way they did it, once again, remove genders, and that essentially is kind of offensive if you think about it to the rest of the world who's playing the game and not affiliated with LGBTQ, because you just basically shut down all their opinions. You literally shut down all their opinions by literally removing them. Me, I'm a male. I can't represent myself as a male in Pokemon Go. Like, big deal, it's Pokemon Go, but it's just very unnecessary. And the worst part about it is not even that they tried, like, it's not bad, obviously, that they tried to do inclusion or whatever. The worst part is the models of the characters. If I remember, I'll put it up on screen. I was using a female skin for a little bit because I typically play as female skins in the main series game. So I had this skin up here, which was my Kyogre outfit. That was the before, and this is the after of when I updated my game, and that's what I looked at. Like, the worst part about the update is that they literally made it worse. Like, you somehow took an update of an issue that no one had, and you made it worse and called it an update. You took something no one... Let me repeat that again. You made an update about an issue that nobody had. No one had an issue with it. And you somehow made it worse. You know what the funniest part is that even people part of LGBTQ aren't even happy about this update. So their main goal, which was inclusion, those people aren't even happy about it either, because the character models look so bad. Like, they look so bad. And just proof that Niantic doesn't give about anyone in the community at all. They don't care about a single person in the community. And the way you know this right now is obviously, like I said, they have not acknowledged any of the community suggestions whatsoever, ever since their changes. They're that stern on it. Won't even acknowledge it. But also, a few days after this update rolled out and everyone showed their frustration, because this update was maybe like 2 weeks ago, like maybe like 4 days after that update rolled out, and people were just flaming them left and right, they started posting on the the Pokemon Go social medias about new ways to rediscover yourself. They were showing like pictures of like the new eye colors you can get. You were already able to change your eye color before this update. It was so, they're posting about it. They're posting about it like there's no issue going on. There's obviously a massive issue going on, and it's that no one likes your stupid update. And the right thing as a business would be to apologize and roll it back. But companies like this will never do something like that. They cannot, they will fight for their life, cannot admit that they were wrong. And that just shows a very poor way of running a business, okay? Someone who's grown up with business surrounding me, okay? I've grown up with business surrounding me. I will say that. I'll be open about that. I know as a fact that as a business owner and running a business, the number one thing is to cater to your customers, because your customers are the reason why you're still doing your business. Pokemon Go, the people who pay for your game, buy Pokecoins, are the reason why your game is still alive. If it wasn't for those people, your game would be gone like 6 years ago, like probably 7 years ago, 2018 max. The game is so frustrating because I know, because I'm even one of them. I'm sorry about the focus on my camera. I know, because I'm one of them. The loyal fan base that Pokemon Go has literally can't be replicated in any other game. When I say can't be replicated in any other game, I mean Pokemon Go Fest that happens once a year, multiple locations around the world. Is usually Japan, like New York, San Francisco, like a few different areas, some places in Europe, 3 different locations in the world. It's usually a weekend. Players are so loyal, they will fly out for all these events. They will fly out just to attend your events. Just to attend your events. That is how loyal these players are. They are literally flying themselves across the globe to play your game. And what do you have to say about them? What do you have to say about them? Nothing. Because you don't even acknowledge their existence in the game. You don't acknowledge their existence. It's obviously not as big as an issue for some people, this topic, Niantic, because a lot of people just don't care, because Pokemon Go is just not a popular game anymore. The events have just been so lowball these days, right? We used to have Pokemon Go events where like multiple legendaries, multiple shiny Pokemon, all super relevant, super popular ones, costume Pokemon everywhere, these massive events with also unique mechanics in these events, things that players need a reason to go outside and play. I need a reason to go outside and play. And events these days, such as the one that's going on right now, there's like a fighting type event going on. I didn't even read about it because I just don't care. Those shinies and those Pokemon spawns have been out for years already. A lot of people already have the Pokemon that are spawning. No one has a reason to go out and play. No one has a reason to play this current event. Unless you're a brand new player and you don't really have anything, why are you going to go out and catch a bunch of Thraws and Socks and, what is it, Mankey? I think Mankey has a little bit of relevancy. But like, the main focus was some Pokemon that are literally bad. If you know Pokemon, you know Thraw and Sock. You probably don't even know them. They're such irrelevant Pokemon. They were the face of this current event because their shinies are out and their shinies are boosted, so you have a higher chance of getting them shiny. Whoop-de-doo. What am I going to do with the shiny Thraw and shiny Sock? If I don't have one, maybe I'll go catch one. The event is like 2 weeks long too, something like that. I don't even know. It's like almost a week long, I think. I'm not gonna play this event. It's so dumb. The only good thing that's happening soon is Pokemon Go Fest itself. It happens in the summer. New Pokemon releasing, new shinies releasing, huge stuff going on. The hourly habitat rotations, different typings. So like every hour, maybe like 9 a.m. you'll find like all grass types, all have shiny potentials, boosted shinies. And then the next hour will be like maybe all water types. And if you use an incense, you'll get rare incense spawns. You can literally find Tyranitars on incense. Like, that's cool. And that's what this game needs. You need more of that. You need more like community motivation to go out and play. Explain to me why I should go out and raid 𝕊𝕊𝓼𝓼 when it's been out in raids for the past like 4 years. I don't even know how long it's been out. It's been years. Give me a reason why I should go raid Tapu Koko. Was just out. Give me a reason why I should raid Registeel. The 3 Regis. Registeel, Regirock, Regice. They were just released in raids, and they have literally been in the game since like 2018. They've been released in raids like every 3 months. It's just this poor path that the game is going. And the worst part about these days events is not even all that. Not even like the horrible Pokemon that are spawning. All that stuff. Some of the worst things about it really goes to show how lazy Niantic is. Sometimes they will forget to add things when events go live. Like, I don't remember the exact Pokemon, but there's been literally countless times where the main priority of event is a brand new Pokemon shiny that came out. Everyone wants a brand new shiny because it's the new hot thing. It's like the only new thing you can catch. You go out, sorry to all Australian players because they're the first time zone, and the population count of the shiny Pokemon is 0 because they literally forgot to turn on the shiny. And then maybe like once the event is over in Australia, they'll say, "Trainers, we apologize for the inconvenience. We're sorry. We didn't know it was on. We didn't know the shiny was disabled." $1 billion company can't even like release a shiny Pokemon without messing up. Our inconvenience. We'll just reschedule it another day. That's lazy. That's lazy. Do you realize how lazy that is? The thing that makes me laugh, no joke, makes me laugh, going back to this again, is after they made the remote raid pass change to the game, they literally laid off over 200 employees. It was like public news. They laid off over 200 Niantic staff employees. It's extremely obvious what this change has done to you, and you're still stuck on it. There's no reason why you should be stuck on this. I personally feel like they're trying to be humble to themselves. Like, oh, it's okay. It's okay that we're losing money. We need people to go out and play. That is the point of our game. So that's what we're going to promote. Going outside to play the game. That's already the whole point of the game. You can also have a reason for players to play at home too. Remote raids. Whatever. Keep the limit. I don't care. Just lower the price. I'm never going to pay $2 per remote pass ever. I'm not doing it. I will literally never buy a remote raid pass ever again. So I've gone over most of my topics. I also wanted to talk about where I see the game going in the future, and I'll just spit this out right now because everybody knows this too, that if the game just continues to go exactly where it's going right now, which is this downward spiral of Niantic for some reason not caring about money. They don't care. Niantic doesn't care about money because they're not doing what players will literally spend money on. They don't care about money, obviously. So if this trend continues, the game is going to discontinue off the App Store before we know it. There's already sneaky things that they're doing, such as if you open your Pokemon Go shop now, the first thing you will find is the Pokecoins to purchase. That is the first thing on top now. It wasn't like that a week ago. After the Avatar update, a full week ago, it was at the very bottom. Another thing, your daily box, for the past like few years, you have not gotten a remote pass out of it. You've maybe gotten like 3 Pokeballs and a berry or a potion if you're lucky. That's like your typical box these days. Or maybe I think it's like 1 Ultra Ball and a berry or something like that. That's your typical daily box, right? And the daily box now isn't at the top anymore. You have to scroll down almost to the bottom to find your daily box that you can pick up for free. They're doing these like psychology sneaky things to convince you to buy Pokecoins. Niantic, you don't need to try and do these sneaky things to convince people to buy Pokecoins. You could just make a change that people have been literally willing to spend their money on for the past few years. All you have to do, for example, change the remote raid pass. Even if you lower it 150, 150 coins, still, it's not great at all. But this game is so frustrating. You see, the reason why I know I could talk about this is because I'm confident in my knowledge about this game, because I've been watching I've literally nonstop since day one. Little bit of a flex. I'm a day one fan of Mystic 7, okay? I've watched the dude's entire uprising from the Pikachu first catch glitch all the way up to right now, which pretty sure the last video was about this event. He caught a shiny Thraw on like his second encounter or something like that, because he was trying to show off the event. The man, these YouTubers are even burnt out. They've all openly said it in their own ways, in their own formats. Whether it's a second channel, whether it's on their main channel, making a whole rant kind of like what I'm doing, except I'm on a second channel right now. My main channel down there, check it out, all Minecraft. It's just, everyone is burnt out. Even like Mystic 7 said, I'm going to kind of repeat his words a little bit. The Pokemon YouTuber Pokedaxi, he's a very new YouTuber in the Pokemon Go era. And when everyone was kind of burnt out in a phase, maybe like a year or two ago, he was just guns blazing, rose up to the top, over 500,000 subs now. He basically proved that even though everyone was demotivated and there wasn't too much to do in the game at that time, he proved that there was still content to be made, interesting things to happen in this game. He's part of a revival of the game, easily part of the revival of a game. But even him, along with all the Pokemon Go YouTubers, are pretty burnt out now. They've all openly talked about it, and it's just not a good place at the moment. I think it was 2 years ago, I used to literally beat my channel. You could check my channel. It's one of my first videos too, a Pokemon Go shiny montage. It's also one of my most popular videos at like 20 something thousand views. That was when I was like heavy into posting Pokemon Go content, right? I posted a ton of videos, all the events that were happening and stuff. And the reason why I got rid of them was mostly for personal stuff. I deleted them because like I felt like it was like a little too close to home sometimes. I never recorded one like outside of my house, but like all I needed was just like someone to like do something crazy, like dox me through like Google Maps, Google Earth. I don't know. I just privacy, okay? I just wanted to get rid of it. I just wanted to get rid of all those videos, and that's what I did. I got rid of all of them, and I'm very glad I did that, because my main channel at the moment is Minecraft, and Minecraft is super competitive on YouTube, but it is a lot better. I'd rather be in the Minecraft stance of competitiveness on YouTube than a game that is literally gonna like die in a matter of like 2 years and just discontinue for good, right? It's literally like I'm happy that I made the decision to change it, because I would be making this video on a main channel, and it would just not be a good place for me at the moment. So I totally understand how these YouTubers feel, because even like, no, this is not even a joke. Even when I was making Pokemon Go videos, this is kind of how I brought my campfire group and my town and stuff up. They all I started being super active in the community. Even people like, whether it was in like the middle school nearby or something like that, would recognize me when I was in a park recording. I literally have clips of me talking, recording with my camera, and then like a kid rides his bike past me. That's the time I remember. He's like, "J," and I was like, "Yeah," like, no joke. Like, I was like getting there when it comes to Pokemon Go. I was actually getting there. I was really making it in the Pokemon Go stance, and that's an amazing thing. It really was. I was so proud of myself for all the effort and the content and stuff that I put out there. I bought a whole GoPro just so I can go record out there, and it was great. It was amazing, and I'm glad I stopped it though. Still play the game, glad I stopped the content. Minecraft is better, like I just said, but I totally understand where all these Pokemon Go YouTubers are at the moment. Whether they've said it or not, they're in a very frustrating place, because this game literally pays for their bills. They literally pay for their bills, right? Mystic 7, once again, I bring him up. Literally, Mystic 7 started his card business, which is Mystic Rips, and he's trying to move it. He never said it, but it's very obvious. He's been trying to move his main motive of Pokemon Go out of Pokemon Go and into Mystic Rips, to go just full blown. Like, he has his office wherever it is. I won one of his giveaways. I forget where the location was. I got sent a Crimson Haze booster pack. I can't remember the location. I think it was like around, shipped from Beverly Hills or something like that. He has his team of employees there. I've seen all of his vlogs and stuff. Amazing. So happy for the guy. He's doing great. And he's making a smart move for himself to already work on transitioning himself out. And keep in mind, Mystic7 is the current #1 Pokemon Go YouTuber. He's sitting at 2.7 million subs. 2.7 million, I'm assuming. He's like right under 3 mil. The dude's been at 2 mil for years. Like literally years. It's because the franchise and the popularity of the game, it just isn't there anymore. And Niantic is making these decisions no one asked for, but they do it anyways. Oh my god. You guys, the business standpoint does not make sense. I said it before, obviously, but what keeps a business running? It's honestly, you don't even have to have any business knowledge. It's just blatantly obvious to know that to keep a business running, you have to cater to your customers, because no customers, no money, no business, right? You want to have a successful business, you have to help the customers, give them what they want so that they can literally give you more money. Like, the Pokemon Go community is literally like waving their money in your hands, like, please, like, lower the remote raids. I will literally give you this right now. They don't. How are you this? How do you not see it? How do you not see it? And somehow the Pokemon Company International always gets like bad companies to work for their games. Game Freak is infamous. Don't even get me started with Game Freak. Niantic is easily one of like the most ridiculous businesses I've ever seen. They're based in San Francisco. Niantic is like, the headquarters is in San Francisco. San Francisco has a huge population of players. We're ready to like raid the Niantic headquarters. I happen to write this other thing down, which I guess makes a little bit of sense. It's agreeance on lying. So like, how do I feel about Niantic essentially lying a few times? There has been a few times where Niantic said things that haven't really happened, right? I can't recall. I got to do my research. I'm sorry, but I can guarantee you there's times that that's actually happened, because I've been there to witness it. And the times that it has happened, they usually cover it up with something. You remember, I'm going to quickly use Mojang as an amazing example, okay? Mojang, the creators of Minecraft. We love Mojang. We love Mojang. Love Mojang, okay? There was a time when 1.19 released, which was the Wild update. And they promised a lot more than they actually brought out. People got very angry. People got very upset at it. And then they kind of put a little bit of salt in the wound. And one of the biggest ones was the fireflies. So Mojang said that they would add fireflies to the game, like cool like particles and stuff in swamps. And people were like, great, like that's cool. That's an amazing feature. More environment and ambience to the survival game. Great, we love that. But it never actually got added into the final version. And then one of the things that they put on their YouTube channel was like a question video, or like a Q&A type video. One of the questions was a community question about the fireflies. And then they kind of put a little salt in the wound by saying that they never promised it, therefore they didn't really add it. Aside from that, we put that aside for Mojang. And the reason why is because on 1.20's live stream, where they announced 1.20 updates, aka it's called Minecraft Live, they literally said, like, Agnes, who's one of the top people who work on the game, and like almost the face of Mojang at this point, she came out on the live stream and she apologized. She said, we're sorry for promising things that never got added. We bit a lot more than we could chew, and we will make changes to make sure that what we say actually goes forth. Okay? So Minecraft 1.21 releases, like the live stream of new updates release. The Minecraft 1.21 live stream comes out about the new updates and stuff. And before they release any of the update content, they said that this year it's going to be a little different because they don't want to repeat the previous year's situation. And they said, you know what? We're going to announce a little bit right now. We're not going to announce a lot, because we're going to make sure that what we announce today, full development, guarantees itself into the new update. And through time, people who check on like the Twitters and stuff will know through snapshots also that you can play, that new content will be added. Just stay tuned on the Minecraft social medias for new content to be added, and everything that they're doing it slowly so that everything can guarantee its full development be added into the new update, so that they can't make the same mistake of biting a lot more than they could chew. We love Mojang for this, okay? Because Mojang is a huge company, and Mojang is also in the hands of Microsoft, and Microsoft is infamous in the gaming community because everyone knows that Microsoft like has the cheese touch. Any game Microsoft touches just goes downhill. So the fact that Mojang is making these type of choices is amazing, and we really do love Mojang, okay? Minecraft is in the hands of Mojang, and Minecraft is in good hands at the moment. And even though a lot of players complain there's not enough content in this update, do you want Niantic to run that company? First of all, do you want Niantic to run Minecraft? All Niantic would be doing if they ran Minecraft was promoting the Minecraft marketplace. They'd shut down Java, Bedrock only, and you have to like pay for servers. You have to pay for mine coins, and that's how you do it. Oh my god. Yes, Bedrock is heavily promoted for Mojang, but that's because it's their revenue. That's how they make money. With Minecraft Java, you buy the game once, and you never have to spend a dime ever again on Minecraft. You never. I bought Minecraft once, never had to spend a dime. So all other platforms besides Java is Bedrock Edition, and Bedrock has mine coins where it's like the marketplace. You could buy DLCs, mods, maps, skins. That's how Mojang makes their money, which is why they promote it. Us Java players don't really like the marketplace, but we totally understand it, okay? Company has to make their money somehow, so they're going to promote it to their extent. Niantic is different. Pokemon Go is one game, obviously. They generate their revenue through Pokecoins. One of the biggest differences, which obviously it's different franchise games, so it's different. It's different how it's going on. Mojang, you can release your own custom marketplace items. Like, for example, I don't really know how it works because I don't use the marketplace, but I'm pretty sure like you can like create a skin, put it on the marketplace, and people could buy it for mine coins, right? Like, it's very community player based, where Pokemon Go isn't as much community and player based, which is kind of ironic, right? The game is all about going outside with people to play. Once again, back to Pokemon Go. I wanted to use Mojang as an example of what good business looks like in the gaming industry, because Mojang may not produce the most content for their games, like for Minecraft. They may not produce too much content, but rest assured you, whether it looks like it or not, they're a humble business who cares so much about their player base. They know that their player base is what keeps them alive, and they do anything to help their player base, which is why that whole thing happened. There was a time where Mojang was downhill because of the issue with Caves and Cliffs and the Wild update. It got reassured, okay? And Minecraft is slowly coming back in revival, and it makes me so happy because Minecraft is, honestly, it's my game, okay? If there's my game out there, it's Minecraft. I don't care what anyone says. You can play any game you want, but my game, my go-to game for almost anything is gonna be Minecraft. I make Minecraft YouTube videos. Like, I'm trying to, like, Minecraft is me. So when it comes to the content, knowing that I'm essentially supporting a very humble business that cares a lot about their players means a lot to me for when it comes to content and the community, right? It means a lot that this company, Mojang, even though they may not release too much, they're humble about it. And honestly, if you don't like the Minecraft updates, just mod it. Minecraft is so optimized for modding, you can completely change the look of the game right now. It's crazy. Pokemon Go, you can't really mod it. It's a mobile game. It doesn't really happen. But the difference for me is not the mods or anything. It's that I know that when I play Pokemon Go and I'm spending money, I'm essentially supporting business ideas that I don't support. I'm giving money to a business where I don't really support their ideas that much. I don't like the way that the game is being operated and the current direction of the game and where the game has gone in the past. It's gone major downhills and barely coming up from them. And I don't really support that. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't fully support that business standpoint. And that's why I don't like spending money on the game. And I've been really demotivated to play recently. Like I haven't done my daily tasks and stuff in a really long time. If I go and look at my daily stamps for the week, it's like scattered with like multiple days in a row missing because I don't care. I don't care. There's nothing interesting for me in this game, nor do I want to even support the business that's running the game. That's essentially like all I really have at the moment. Please, before you leave, give me your thoughts and comments below. I would love to have a nice conversation with you guys. My camera's about to die. Oh God. I would love to know what you guys think about Niantic's direction, Niantic's standpoint on business. What do you think? Do you like the way that they're running things? And how do you feel about Pokemon Go as a game at the moment? Thank you all for watching so much. More vlogs coming soon. More videos on the main channel. Every Saturday we post a brand new video. Higher quality videos coming soon because I've been putting a lot of money and effort into the videos. Thank you all for watching. See you later. My camera's about to die. Peace out. Subscribe.